Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel where I discuss all things movies, TV show, wrestling, comic book related. And I got an early screening of Your Monster starring Melissa Barrera. Now, I was denied a screening the first time I asked because there were so many people, there were so many content creators that were that received the screening that they were like, okay, just hold up, give us give us a minute. We'll contact you when there's more space available. There were so many people asking for an early screening of this film that they had to make more space, and I was able to get an early screening of this the second time that I asked them because I could not be the only one missing out. And Melissa Barrera, she's one of my favorite actresses in Hollywood, and she's one of my favorite screen queens. She's been killing it since Scream 5. I absolutely love her. I don't. One thing that this movie taught me is, God, maybe I should have watched In the Heights. I'm not a musical person unless the film is animated. However, Melissa Barrera, God, her voice, she sounds like an angel. I mean, she can sing me a lullaby to sleep for the rest of the year, and I would be content with that. But Your Monster is a horror comedy, and Melissa Barrera plays Lauren plays Laura. I'm sorry, a New York Broadway actress who is working on a stage play with her boyfriend Jacob, who is a New York Broadway director. And when she comes down with cancer, she is dumped by him, and he leaves and gives her part to someone else, which is completely messed up. The dude is an asshole, by the way, and I was just waiting for something bad to happen to him. Now, when Laura is, going through her healing process, she runs into Monster, a literal monster that's been hiding in her closet since she was a child, that has been lying dormant, since she was uh, since her mom both lived in the house together. And I guess he just suddenly pops up again because she blocked out that part of her life for a majority of her childhood and also her teenage years as well. And their relationship starts off like, the best way to describe it is like Chris and the evil monkey from Family Guy. That's the best way to describe it. That's how it starts off. And Monster is very controlling and gives her 2 weeks until it's time for her to pack her stuff up and move out, even though she lives in the house and that's her house. But through bonding, uh, they bond together with a play that he encourages her to audition for, the same play that she was going to be the lead actor in, that Jacob, her ex-boyfriend, promised her that she didn't get. But she takes Monster's advice, auditions for it, gets the understudy, which is complete BS. It should be her role. And this film is, even though it's in the horror genre, it relies more on the comedy, romantic side of it, but it is still a horror like film. It still has horror aspects in it. What I really like about this film, it's basically like a Beauty and the Beast type love story, except it's more comedic, more romantic, and with Laura, of course, Laura and Monster with their relationship. Laura teaches, teaches Monster to love himself from within and not be too critical of how people think of him on the outside. And Monster teaches Laura about self love and to not only about self love, but also to focus on your own happiness because Laura is such a people person that she blames herself for Jacob leaving out on her when it had nothing to do with her at all. And she's always apologizing for everything she does, even though nothing is her fault, nothing is in her control. You couldn't control getting cancer. You couldn't control your shitty boyfriend leaving on you when you were in cancer recovery, and none of that is her fault. So she learns self love and also, just to be more, not to blame herself for things that are out of her control. And there's a twist in this film with Jacob and Laura's relationship that is real shady that will make you hate Jacob even more. But overall, this is a great horror comedy film. Melissa Beretta, beautiful singing voice. I might have to watch In the Heights after this, after hearing her sing. And also, I didn't think she was so funny. And I mean, I didn't realize that she can be an ugly crier because she is so damn fine that I mean, it's hard for me to see her as, ugly crying. But on a star level, well, actually, since this is spooky month, I'm doing pumpkin ratings instead of star ratings. So on a pumpkin scale, one one pumpkin rating out of five, I'm giving this 4 out of 5 pumpkins, and this has already made it into my top 10 of 2024, which I was very surprised by. But if you guys are excited about this film, definitely check it out when this film comes out towards the end of the month. I can't remember when it comes out. I know it's towards the end of October, so definitely check it out. But this film was absolutely great. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to stay updated with movie, TV show, and comic book news.